The navigation bridge is the topmost deck of a ship. This is the command center of a ship. We have seen about this in the previous video. Let's see little more in detail about the equipments available on the navigational bridge. The two parameters, speed and direction, has been detailed in this video. Hope you will enjoy this video. Okay. There are three modes of steering, namely auto, and NFU. The auto steering and hand steering are two different follow-up modes, which means the rudder follows the helm order. Hand steering is carried out by the wheel provided in the steering system. Depending upon the helm order, the rudder will turn. Hand steering is carried out in areas of high traffic, strong currents, sailing in close proximity to dangers, and while approaching and departing ports or anchorages. Auto steering is engaged after clearing the port limits when free of high traffic and clear of all dangers. The switch of the knob will engage the steering into auto mode. Alteration to the ship setting are made by the course set dial. Various parameters has to be adjusted to make sure the auto mode steering is an effective one. There are two sets of parameter adjusting dials, one for use and the other for the backup. There are two telemotors, each for one set of parameters. The telemotors are located in the steering gear room along with the steering gear system. NFU, non-follow-up mode. As the name indicates, the rudder will not follow the helm order. Non-follow-up mode is used when there is a failure of both auto and hand steering. After execution of the command, the wheel comes to the midship, whereas the rudder is stuck at the angle where it is left. The signal is directly sent to the steering gear control system, bypassing the internal rudder servo amplifier. The telegraph is used for commanding the main engine RPM from the bridge. These have a predetermined set of RPMs at various stages, namely dead slow, slow, half and full on both the directions, ahead and astern. The telegraph also has three more commands, namely standby, run full away and finish with engines. Standby is for making the engines ready for the sea passage. Run full away means the engines will run at the maximum RPM till we approach the next port. Finish with engines means there is no need for engines once the ship is anchored or berthed. There is a selector switch for changing over the command from bridge to engine room once the ship has been berthed or anchored. The emergency stop will stop the engines immediately in order to avoid a collision or an immediate danger. The main engine alarm repeater panel is provided on the bridge to indicate the alarms in the main engine if so any. ECDIS, Electronic Chart Display Information System. This consists of all the nautical charts in the electronic format. This can be compared to a Google map, only difference being this is a Google map for navigators. Similar to nautical charts, all the electronic charts used on board has to be approved by the concerned hydrographic department. With the help of ECDIS, the route planning for the voyage is being carried out. Radar, radio detection and ranging. It works on the principle of transmission of radio waves, reflection from an object and reception through the scanner. It helps in the identification of floating objects at sea, land and other navigational marks. When you are close to land, the radar can be compared with the ECDIS so as to obtain your position without the aid of GPS. These are few equipments which are used for communication when the ship is in distress, such as fire, collision, sinking, grounding, etc. Apart from distress communication, these equipments are used for obtaining navigational warnings such as weather warning, navigational safety messages, and for communication with the ships in the vicinity and coastal stations. All navigating officers should be familiar with the use of these equipments. The navigational bridge also consists of various other equipment for emergency operation. The purpose and location of use of the equipment are clearly marked in the panel. Some of the equipments are very much necessary for safe running of the ship, namely the fire detection system, hypermesh system, water ingress alarm for holes and for specified locations. Equipments such as anemometer helps in navigating the ship safely and also to predict and forecast the weather condition. AIS helps in identifying the details of the ship in the vicinity. Once the details of the own ship has been fed into the AIS, it will transmit these details to all other ships in the vicinity. This equipment helps in creating an alarm at a specified time interval so that the navigational officer doesn't get carried away with other work. The ship is governed by rules, regulations, and few reference books. In shipping, we call it as code and publications. A set of code and publication are made available on the bridge. Pigeon's nest, that's how you call the storage unit for the flags. Flags for international code of signals, flags of different countries which the ship commonly used to fly are available on the bridge. Navigating officers cannot leave the bridge for a period of 4 hours. Some refreshments are made available to remain alert all the time. Hi friends, with this video we are going to enter into the dreadlock. So we'll keep you posted about the proceedings and difficulties that is being faced in the dreadlock by the seafarers. Okay, see you, bye.